From the writing team behind the Netflix series Tiny Pretty Things comes another young adult thriller book exploring how a single rumor can create a ripple effect of problems. New York Times bestselling author Danielle Clayton and author Sona Karapotra are here to talk about their book, The Rumor Game. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're thrilled.
Thank you for having us.
We're thrilled to have you both on, and I wanted to ask you if you could tell us about your new book, The Rumor Game.
So the Rumor Game is set at a cutthroat DC academy where all the kids of the politicians go. And it's about a single rumor that's sort of like a little spark that sets the whole school ablaze because it takes down the lives of three very different girls who go to this school. And it's sort of about just what people say about you, how that shapes your world, how social media infiltrates every part of teen existence right now, and how you can't leave it behind. Once something's on the internet, it lives forever. And it's just sort of whether the truth actually matters in the end, or it's how you're perceived.
Yeah, and even though it's a fictional book, it explores serious issues that impact young adults in their real lives. Do you feel a sense of responsibility to your audience to tell it like it is?
Absolutely. I believe that the gift that we can give teenagers is to tell them the truth and let them make sense of it and develop their own opinions. And so what we wanted to do was to open up a conversation about social media, its dangers, how it can influence your mental health, and have teenagers sort of interrogate how they use social media. What is their relationship like? And maybe it can open up some conversations with their parents, guardians, and people in their lives about how it's happening for them. Have they ever been at the heart of a rumor? Has someone said something about them that's not true? Can we analyze misinformation and how it can affect you? And that's why we wanted to write this book.
Yeah, and having a book where you can apply it to your own lives, taking those life lessons, I think is important. And Danielle, you grew up just outside Washington, D.C. Has much of your own experience as a teen influenced the story?
Absolutely. I mean, without aging myself, I did grow up before the internet was a thing in high school. However, I did go to one of these schools where I was with students, other classmates that had parents that worked for the government. So did my parents. And I saw the pressure cooker of when they would make a mistake, a teenage mistake, because we were all boneheads in high school, how that would ripple out into the political community, how it could end up in the newspapers, how it could influence people's jobs and what was talked about, and how their parents were so deeply involved in our high school lives. So we really drew on a lot of that experience to have this deeper conversation about the stakes of what it means to be in a school like this, in a fishbowl where everything that you do has consequences, not just for you, but for your community, for your parents, for your family.
Yeah, and it just makes it that much more personable. And you are both accomplished novelists. What is different about your process when you come together to create a work of fiction?
When we work together, we always roadmap everything. We have a very thorough outline, chapter by chapter. We do character work. We really specifically nail down the setting and all of those things. And then we sort of divide and conquer from there. We each take a character, we trade chapters, and then we edit each other's work so it feels cohesive in the end. It's really, it's fun working with somebody else, because I always say two brains are better than one, but also it's sort of half the work in a way, which is really nice.
I like your way of thinking. And despite the challenges involved in co-writing, you have proven that you know how to make it work with the success of Tiny Pretty Things on Netflix. Did you foresee a TV series when you were working on the duology?
I mean, we always dreamed of it. I mean, the dream was to get the book out there and to really center kids from the margins and this big story about ballet. But when we got the call that it was going to go to Netflix, I mean, it was huge. It's a huge deal. And it's every writer's dream to have their book adapted onto the small screen or the big screen. So it was an amazing experience to see our imagination translated in a different media.
Yeah, and especially being able to know that you're writing something that's personable, relatable enough to where it's now become a TV series. That's exciting. And did the success of your Netflix series influence your approach to the story for The Rumor Game?
Yeah, it definitely did. We wanted to hit a lot of the same notes. It's that insular world. It's sort of that pressure cooker vibe, that intensity, and really having the characters inform us about the other characters, sort of like the swirl of a rumor, really. And they're all unreliable, and everything shifts from one person to the other. I think we used a lot of those elements to build this story the same way we did with Tiny Pretty Things. So if you like that one, I think you'll like this one too.
Oh, and where can our viewers catch your book?
Go to your local indie bookstore or Barnes & Noble. It's at retailers everywhere, and we hope you really enjoy it.